Hello and welcome to my fluid art channel. My name is Tara, also known as the Pourfessor, and today we are continuing on with my floral series. So I have a few of those behind me. If you haven't seen any of those, definitely give them a watch. We go through some stencils that I have that I've used as fluid art as the background, go through some fun facts. It's been a lot of fun and it's coming to an end. This is probably my second to last one. We'll see. I keep getting new ideas, so every time I think it's going to be, the last one, it changes. But anyways, today I wanted to do a tulip inspired fluid art painting using the flower dip methodology. So when I took Fiona's art workshop a few weeks ago in Newtown, PA, she showed us how to do a she showed us a reverse flower dip too, which I've still not mastered, but just a regular flower dip where we're going to layer our paint on both of these canvases and then kind of dip them on top of each other and then pull them off. So I thought a tulip field would be a perfect inspiration for that. So we have our colors over here. This is just Amsterdam titanium white. We're going to use that very sparingly. And then some green for our grass. And then for our flower colors, let me go get those and I'll tell you about them. Okay, so this is going to be a vibrant tulip field. I have like a standard like medium blue. I have a hot coral. I have a muted like dusty pink. I have a purple and I have a bright orange. So let's get started. We're going to just pour a little bit of our Amsterdam titanium white. And I'm not worried about my sides at all with this method because I'm just gonna leave those as plain white. So let's spread this out. And according to Fiona, super true, you do not need a lot of paint. That's like the #1 mistake with this method. So I'm gonna try to put it on very lightly here. And I noticed my canvases were a tiny bit warped, so I'm gonna have to jazz those up afterwards. Get a goopy out there. Oh, and I saw pictures from Fiona's trip to New Hope, Pennsylvania with her exhibit. Check out these, and this is why I think the tulip is the best. So check out these beautiful flowers that she was surrounded by in New Hope, Pennsylvania. And I live about 3 hours from there, 3 hours northwest in a very small rural community. But our areas are very underrated for their beauty and we're not sad about it because, we don't want everyone finding out about how amazing it is to live here. So, but if you do get a chance to visit, come on down. Okay, I'm gonna start with my green and I'm just going to separate these a tiny bit. I don't want them to get on each other. So basically just going to drip some green up through here and not make it too uniform. And we're gonna add some of that different green too. So I'm not super concerned about it. I don't wanna go up high though, because that's where our flowers are gonna be. Whoops. And this method, so the cool part about it is it kind of creates like a suction and it gives you really cool textures and, oh my goodness, and really cool effects. So, okay, I think that's enough of that green. Let's add some bright green here. I might just put some of this sparingly here. Okay, and then finally, this is like a pearlized green that I have. Just adding some dimension here. Go up a little bit higher with that one. All right, that's looking really cool. Now let's add in our colors here. So I think I'll start with this hot coral, one of my new favorite colors that I've created. And we're just gonna add tiny little dots in different places. So this is what is going to be our flowers in a field of tulips. That's gonna be so pretty. Okay. Hot coral done. Let's come in with our dusty rose. Ooh, this color's pretty. I've definitely used this on several paintings. You can tell behind me when I'm full screen, my cherry blossom, this is like what that was from. All right, beautiful. Let's try a purple. So that's gonna add a little bit of a dimension here. I keep wanting to like bounce back and forth on like the top to bottom one, like just stay on one, just stay on one. But it's so tempting. All right. Almost like a shade down here, right? Let's do some blue. And I don't want to add too much paint. This is like no number one. So I'm gonna have to be careful here to not add too much more, but I did want some blue. Okay. And then last but not least, fluorescent orange. Ooh, a little too much there. Don't need a lot of this color, that's for sure. All right, let's give it a torch. All right, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna run everywhere. All right. How do I wanna do this? Oh man. So I basically have to flip this one over quickly. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it this way, and I'm gonna kind of sandwich it, and then I'm going to pull it up. So, all right, we gotta do this quick. Ready, y'all? Not so bad. Not yet. All right, we're just gonna press down. Now what Fiona said is you tilt it up like this here, and then you pull them apart. So I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but basically what we wanna do is slowly pull them apart from the top to where it kind of creates a suction effect, and we're able to kind of get the centers. So I'm just gonna gently rub in the center here to make sure everywhere is touching. I think it is, but we wanna make sure all of those paints are touching. And then we're going to just peel them apart slowly this way. Like super, super slowly. So it creates like a cool effect. Well, that didn't turn out. We're gonna try it again. I know exactly what happened. I just had too much paint, and you could tell like these all ran down. So, all right, let's try it again. Okay, let's do another go. I'm not freaking out at all. We're just going to try that again. I think I had too much paint. Yep, that's kind of like typical rookie mistake on that method. So I'm just going to try to add a little bit less and spread them out. All right, let's try this again. I'm not gonna put as much green on. Again, I could like actually see them running as I was like trying to adjust them. So I know that's what happened. Meaning I could like see all the paint running down and disappearing. So we want some green on there for sure. Okay. That's definitely a lot less paint. Still a little bit thick here. I'm just gonna add tiny little bits. Okay. And our other green. All right, now let's try that process again. And this time I'm gonna do smaller dots. This one's kind of cool because it's like dusty rose, like at night, the background color. That's really neat. All right, let's try this again. So I am going to reverse this and flip it up so the green doesn't fall down this time. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Press on that. Gently press in the center here. All right, let's see if we get a better result this time. I think we're going to. And if not, it might just be these sides of canvases are not conducive for this method, so we'll see. But let's slowly pull them away. Ah, that's better. Look how cute these are. Oh my gosh, I love those. And it's so cool because one's a little bit darker than the other. So that is really neat. And I love this texture up here with like it's like fractals. Those are some cool tulips. All right. Okay, I am going to touch up my sides just a bit and I'll bring the camera down for a close-up. All right. What do we think? Yes, these turn out beautiful. Wow, the orange is really cool. Yeah, I love that. This one kind of looks like it's floating in the sky. That's okay. I might come back in and, just add a few brush strokes of green, but that's the key, people. I told you, don't use too much paint. And what did I do? Didn't follow my own advice, but this is like what I mean. You cannot use too much paint or else this method will not work. So, all right, let's see how these cuties dry. All right, so here we are with dried results. These are so cute. I did add a little bit of embellishment for, just those flowers that were floating in the air, but I love the colors, the bright fields, the greens, the blues, the oranges. So yes, my tulip inspired flower painting. So drop me a comment if you liked this. Give me a like if you did enjoy this video. Subscribe to my channel for upcoming videos. We only have one more flower to go, and can you guess what it is? Ooh, it's gonna be tricky. I don't know, maybe I'll add another. This series is so much fun. So, all right, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.